What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Cinematic Wonder. Get ready for some shocking news that will have you on the edge of your seat. Just last week, we received the bombshell that Marvel Studios officially removed Blade from its 2025 release slate. Honestly, this shouldn't have come as a surprise to anyone. It's late 2024, and filming hadn't even begun. Many fans were left wondering if this was the final nail in the coffin for the project, with the pun intended, of course. But hold on to your seats because we have a massive update. Despite the previous uncertainty, a trusted industry insider has just dropped a game-changing report indicating that Blade is back on track and set to begin filming next year. You heard that right? We're diving into all the details about what's happening with this project, so stick around. The news broke late today from Daniel Rickman, one of the most reliable and respected sources in the Marvel scoop game. His insights are so credible that major outlets like The Hollywood Reporter and Deadline have picked up his scoops this year. So when he says Blade is still in the game, you better believe it. Here's what Rickman revealed. Blade is still on track. It's actually going to film at some point next year in the UK. The film will have a smaller budget than recent Marvel films, and it will be dark and R-rated. They are currently working on a new script. Now, let's unpack this exciting update. First up, the amazing news. Blade is not canceled. If you were worried that this project was kicking the can further down the road, you can breathe easy. We're actually going to see Blade make his debut in the MCU after all. The timing of filming next year is intriguing, especially since Marvel is heavily focused on the Multiverse Saga right now. This raises questions about when Blade will actually hit theaters. Given the packed schedule, it seems more likely that Blade will occupy a slot in Phase 7, which is expected to kick off in 2027 or early 2028. This means filming next year would put it on track for a release a couple of years down the line. Definitely early by Marvel standards, especially since they're cramming so much into the upcoming Avengers films. Now let's talk about the budget. The report mentions that Blade will have a smaller budget than other recent Marvel films. But what does that really mean? In the realm of superhero movies, smaller can still mean a hefty budget. Many Marvel films have crossed the $200 million mark, with Deadpool 3 and Ant-Man and the Wasp. Quantumania rumored to have budgets around that range. Even Captain America. Brave New World is expected to exceed $300 million due to extensive reshoots. So, a smaller budget for Blade could still be in the $140 to $150 million range. Quite reasonable by industry standards. Lower production costs can often lead to greater profitability, especially since studios typically spend about $100 million or more on marketing. Plus, with a lower initial budget, Blade will have more room to succeed at the box office, which is crucial given that they have to share a significant portion of the earnings with theaters. What excites me the most? Blade will reportedly be dark and R-rated. With the success of other rated R Marvel films, it's clear that the studio is ready to embrace this tone. Deadpool and Wolverine have proven that R-rated films can perform incredibly well, and Marvel's recent ventures into darker content, like the Daredevil series, have paved the way for this exciting direction. However, there are still some big questions lingering around the project. Last we heard, Eric Pon was working on finishing the script, and it's unclear if they're starting from scratch with a new writer or refining what they already have. Fans are eagerly awaiting more announcements, especially regarding who will direct the film. My pick? I'd love to see Chad Stahelski, the mastermind behind the John Wick franchise, take the helm. He's expressed interest in directing Blade, and he has a proven track record for crafting compelling action sequences. Plus, his close relationship with Kevin Feige could ensure a seamless collaboration. Imagine Stahelski's vision combined with Marvel's universe. Now that would be a match made in heaven. I can't help but feel pumped about the potential of Blade. Mahershala Ali is a powerhouse talent, and his commitment to the role indicates that he's not just looking for a paycheck. He's invested in making this project something special. It's clear he didn't just want to settle for a mediocre script. He's fought to ensure that Blade gets the treatment it deserves. Looking back, Ali's insistence on quality may have saved Blade from falling into the pitfalls we saw with some earlier Phase 4 and Phase 5 projects. Marvel seems to be getting back on track, focusing on what fans truly want: compelling storytelling and engaging characters. So there you have it. Blade is back on the radar, and things are heating up. Will this project finally bring the iconic vampire hunter to the forefront of the MCU in a way that lives up to our expectations? Only time will tell, but I'm ready to see how this all unfolds. I want to hear from you. What do you think about the news that Blade is moving forward? Do you agree that Chad Stahelski would be the perfect director, or do you have someone else in mind? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like this video for more updates.